Welcome back to another video, and if you're new, I'm glad that you decided to stop by. I found that it's really easy to get wrapped up in the culture of social media. Recently, I've been getting discouraged over the numbers on my videos, those likes, comments, views, watch hours, all those things that suck people into this fake virtual world. So moving forward, I'm going to make sure that I put out the content that makes me the happiest and that I enjoy and that I want people to see, regardless of the numbers that these videos produce. With that said, let's get this thing rolling. Alright, good morning everybody. So, I was actually at this pond last night and I was surprised to find a healthy population of spawning crappie. If you're not familiar with trout magnets, they're basically these tiny little artificials that look like, I would say, little mealworms, but they have a forked tail. Not sure if you guys can see that, but that's what they look like. And they're really good for trout fishing. That's what we were using to catch those trout. So I'm gonna put on a little white trout magnet on this 1/24 ounce jig head. I'm just gonna bounce it around fairly quickly along this spawning site and see if any crappie are hungry. All right, here we go. I don't know if it's a time of day thing where they like to bite more in the evening, but we're just gonna fish hard here for a little bit and see if we can get one of these crappie. Oh, there's a bite. Something totally just chewed right there. There we go, fish on. Is it a crappie or is it a bluegill? That looked like a bluegill to me. That's what looks like a little bass cruising the bank right there. Man, nothing yet. There we go. What we got there? Oh yeah, there's a crappie, guys. Targeted species. All of them are small, probably at max 8 inches. Take a look at that guy right there. Stunning colors on him. Get him in the light a little bit. Really cool. See you, buddy. Yesterday, I made the mistake of working this lure too slow at the beginning. I was just barely bouncing it off the bottom, almost working it like a Senko or a football jig, and I wasn't getting any bites. And then I switched it up to kind of this much faster, moving the bait through the water column rather than bouncing off the bottom. And that's made all the difference for me. It just looks like a little minnow and they love it, man. Doesn't matter what color you throw either. I was throwing white, I was throwing black, I was throwing chartreuse and orange, like all these crazy colors, and man, they were just chewing anything that fell in the water. There we go. Ooh, I don't know what that was. He was running really fast though. Could have been a little bass. There's lots of little baby bass in that 6 to 7 inch range here. There we go. It's me another crappie. Stunner. Send him back. Later, homie. Another one. We're in him now. There he goes, perfect. Long distance release. These crappie, I mean, I think it's pre-spawn, I wanna say. Maybe they're on beds right now, but man, they're aggressive. There we go. Oh my gosh. I just totally snagged this one in the belly. But look, I want to show you guys something. When these fish are starting to spawn, which I don't know if this one swiped at it or if I snagged them off of a bed. Oh my gosh, I'm totally throwing you around. Sorry, man. Look at the difference in coloration on these black crappie when they're spawning. They transform from a white and black to a black silver, and there's a little bit of iridescent blue near the dorsal area on this fish. It's really sick. We'll toss them back though to do their thing. All right, I'm gonna try to catch one more fish on this bait here, and then I'm gonna throw the fly around, see if I can get a crappie on the fly on camera, because that would be pretty cool. I've caught them here yesterday on the fly, but it'd be nice to get a little video evidence of it, you know? There we go. It's the last fish right there. At this spot. It's a fat one. I think this one's got some eggs in her. Now let's see if we can get one on the fly. So I got my little 5-weight right here. It was out of commission for a minute because I broke the rod tip in my truck tailgate on accident. But we got a new tip on her, and now she's ready to slay some fish. Get a good bit of line out. What's nice is I can actually cast a fly rod further than that tiny little jig head on that micro spinning rod. You can launch this nymph out there pretty far. Kind of aggressive strips, but they're very short. There we go. I totally just launched this poor dude out of the water, man. Crappie on fly. Boom. Too easy. There he is right there, crappie on the fly rod. A second for me. There he goes. I definitely set the heck out of that hook for having 4-pound test leader. I got excited, man. That was a good cast. Got some good distance. There we go. And they're liking the nymph. Perfect long distance release. This poor nymph is gonna be torn up after a couple more of these fish, I think. There we go. Oh, he's got some fight in him. Look at you go. Catching any fish on the fly is fun. You can go out and catch bluegill all day and have a blast. They feel twice the size that they actually are on the fly. I love it.
After a very fun and productive morning of crappie fishing, it was time to switch gears by throwing on the waders and seeing what was biting in the local creeks.
There we go. Check that out. Man, they hit it hard. Beautiful. Goes. There we go. You want to come over here? There's a little hole of them right here. Boom. They're fun fish, man. There we go. I think that's a bass, yep. I think they're over here. You might want to get over here. Get you on some of this. There we go. That's no bluegill. Boom. Giant golden shiner. Are you looking for bait? You want a golden shiner? It's a big one for a big old bass, right? See if I can unhook them. There you go, that should catch something big for you.
Thank you.
Of course. Little bluegill. A good sized bluegill. There you go. Of course.
Whenever I plan a fishing trip, it seems that I always end up somewhere in Florida. Which, don't get me wrong, Florida's amazing, but I've realized that there are so many other incredible fisheries, so I'm excited to branch out a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tight lines, and as always, stay hooked.
Out of my mind.